Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Walaikum assalam.
Abir.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, Miss Amara. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're all good and looking forward to get your views and your experience throughout. So I will share some details about Miss Amara, if you guys uh, allow me. So she has been nominated by ICAP as CA Brand Ambassador for 2020 and 2021. She is part of many events where she organized and hosts for conferences, raise sponsorship for national tax conferences, developing industrial skill set, enhancement of the employability, ICAP post budget, and many more. So I would give this opportunity to Ms. Amara to share her views for her journey throughout in this profession and institute. So over to you, Ms. Amara.
Thank you, Abir. And this is a pleasure to connect with all of you. And uh, while talking about myself, I belong to a small town of Gujranwala. And I started my career in professional career in 2005 from KPMG as a trainee student, and stayed there till 2009. And even at that time, I had an opportunity to join Pakistan Credit Rating Agency. And at that time, some of my seniors were telling me, this is not a very, a conventional kind of opportunity that you are going to have it. So better not to do that. So at that time, I decided to diversify myself and take on that challenge and converted that challenge into an opportunity. So starting with the financial analyst, over a period of around 7 or 8 years, I traveled fast to the rating committee member. So that is actually a apex position there, and the rating committee comprises of very senior bankers of 40 years and past presidents of banks, and me myself was traveling from financial analyst as a rating committee member, and I was lucky enough to handle 500 companies across Pakistan, and some of them from the global as well as a rating assignment. And it was a very rich experience, I must say. So not only I had an insight on in the economy of Pakistan, but the world as well, various industries, almost every other industry I used to have an insight. And even at that time, like during that tenure, some of my colleagues were telling me, this is not an accountant's job. So what you are something, diverting yourself. So I had a very strong belief. Look, we need to diversify ourselves. And during my 10 years at Pakra, I used to receive a lot of job opportunities. And the teams I used to interact, they offered me jobs of head of internal audit, as CFO, and various positions. But I kept on, striding in that direction. And finally, I was offered as finance business partnering role in Sanifa, which is a joint venture of Sapphire, Nishat, and Fatma Fertilizer. And these three groups have an ambition to revive cotton industry of Pakistan. So that actually that excited me a lot. And the position itself, they asked me that we do not want a conventional accountant at this position. We want somebody who would actually co-steer the strategy side and the business side as well. So in the finance business partnering role, I'm here not only spearheading entire finance function, which includes invariably everything that includes taxation, accounts, bookkeeping, and every aspect of finance, as well as I work closely with my CEO and the sponsors on the strategy side and the business side as well. So this is once again a very excitement for me, and this is a kind of a business leader kind of an opportunity. And I must tell you that during my tenure at Pakra, it was a very an easy ride for me as compared to other we used to have our colleagues from foreign universities, from MBAs from LUMS, and that kind of competition I used to have. And it was relatively very easy for me, because we're auditing, or I was coming from KPMG and the internal audit and external audit background. So I used to say that where audit ends, analysis starts. And to my excitement, and some of the assignments I was able to handle, like even the audited financial statements, when I used to had, I was able to identify, okay, where that those gaps might be. And because of that, my rich experience and my background, I was able to handle everything, whether it be numbers related, whether it be governance related, internal controls related, systems and controls, and even management related issues of my assignments. So my accountancy profession actually enriched me to handle every kind of aspect that any business can have. So striving on that, and capitalizing on my experience over the years, I have actually had an insights on variably every organization, almost, whether it be a multinational, or whether it be any kind of business. So and 5 years back, I started to take active participation at ICAP, because I realized that my standing today is because of this profession. So 5 years back, I was actively participating, and just Abir mentioned some of my key achievements, like, for example, CPAC organization. I was actively involved in that, and almost more than 50% sponsorship I was able to raise alone. So that was something, okay, if we strive in that direction, that we can achieve everything. And even at that time, in a committee of almost 15 professionals, and like that, I was the only female in that committee. And similarly, like technology committee, I was only female in that committee. But it was never be a handicap for me to participate and do such kind of initiatives. So I believe that every challenge comes with an opportunity. So this is upon us how we are able to convert that challenge into an opportunity. There is nothing as weakness in that. If you take that weakness as your strength and convert that weakness into your strength, so I think that really takes you high on the sky. And I really believe that we, the accountants, are basically are enriched with everything. So we are technically very strong. So, but why we are not at business leadership positions? We are at leadership positions in the finance roles, but I believe our sky is much beyond that. So, particularly in the era of globalization, where any region is no more relevant. So when we are operating globally, that is something we that will take us actually higher and higher. And particularly in this era of technology and globalization, so this is an intense requirement that we should start working in that direction. So that was basically my premise, and that was basically my idea to achieve that vision in the long run, that I see CA community or chartered accountants and this profession as business leaders. But we have to start from somewhere. And particularly when I say, okay, I'm going to contribute to ICAP, having spent a lot of participation and contribution in the last 5 years at various committees. So I thought this is the right time to, join at the leadership. And definitely taking one step to the next is more sustainable and stable. So this is why I decided to come at NRC. And I'm very excited, and it gives me a lot of pleasure when I say that I will be the first. I am actually the first female contesting for Northern and Regional. So no women was there in the history of ICAP. So if I get elected, so I will be very honored to take that, and definitely I would like many more to come. And I really see a more diverse and inclusive culture in our profession, whether be at a leadership position or the work environment and everywhere. So, well, talking about, okay, in the short term, what I want to do, and what are my ambitions that I want to achieve. So I really want to work on the professional development side. And when I saw that this is particularly a mandate of NRC or regional committees, so that was my real excitement. So I said, okay, so this is the right forum for me to start with. So the professional development, and I really see and I really want to change the way we conduct our professional development, the way we conduct our networking events, since networking is our, strength. So I would really want to change our trainings, our seminars in a more interactive way. So definitely, we cannot completely undo the seminar where a speaker is speaking, and we have an audience of 400 and 500. We will definitely continue doing that, but we need to introduce more training programs. Like in my entire career, we used to have very intense kind of trainings where without having listening to a 1 hour speech, we were able to learn a lot of management techniques and a lot of technical techniques as well. So I really want to introduce at ICAP forum, or NRC forum, because I believe this platform is actually the bigger one. We need to use it at a very advanced level. Its potential is very huge, and we really need to capitalize on it. So I'm looking forward to very interactive kind of techniques for our trainings and for our learning techniques. And particularly talking about that, I really foresee more kind of interactive forum, a dynamic e-learning forum, where we can actually take benefit from our experts, that we should be having subject matter experts. We have very rich we have very experts in every industry from our profession. So why not to connect with the rest of the young members? So that is another idea. And particularly for the students, we have CASA platform. I really foresee that we really have to engage our students, and this is kind of I really want to build a connection with every segment of our profession. Like when I say, it's a consultant, it's industry. When we say it's students, when we say, okay, some members are in Pakistan, somebody is sitting in UAE, somebody is sitting in Canada. So I really see that globalization, and the focal point is CA community. So we need to bring a connection so that we can actually benefit from each other's strengths, and we need to convert every a kind of a challenge into an opportunity. So this is my vision, and I really look forward that I will be able to contribute much beyond that what I have been doing in the past, and taking benefit from what I have seen so much from out of my experience, and by my recent association with ICAP.
Thank you, Amara. Thank you so much for sharing your views. Now we would like to start some questions session, if you allow us. So the first
Yes.
question is, how do young chartered accountants achieve leadership role in their career, and what are the tips to maintain it?
Okay. So I believe when you talk about leadership, so leadership is something that whatever task you have been entrusted, take a lead in executing that. So it doesn't matter that you have a manager and that manager is responsible for that task. You have to demonstrate that you are leading that assignment in your years of your career. When you do that, then your management will have trust on you that you can take that task responsibly, and it will take you to elevate very fastly high up to the ladder. And this is what I have been doing even in the trainee, in my trainee life. I was actually taking lead of everything I do, and even after 2 years, I was or 1.5 year, I was the first one so young given an opportunity to lead as a job in charge and assignment. So I strongly believe that you need to lead. And when you lead an assignment, your a job or the people, what one thing that is must for you is your presentation skills and your communication skills and your ability to convince others and emotional intelligence. So these are some of the soft skills that take you higher to the ladder. So first time is the right time. You need to take the lead from the day one. You need to demonstrate, you need to communicate, and you need to demonstrate that, okay, in the medium or the long term, you will have that skill, or you already have that skill to lead from the front. So that will be my advice to young members.
What are the key lessons that you learned from your mistakes that other female chartered accountants can avoid and learn from?
Okay, so in initial years, I used to consider or, keep this challenge in my mind. Okay, I'm a female and everyone else is talking about me. And if I'm doing any task and the comment coming from the other person is because I'm female, so that's why he's saying this to me. So that was a big mistake, I must say. So you need to come out of this mindset. You are a female. That's why you are being pointed out. So we should not do that. We need to be, since this confidence you are going to give this confidence to other, that irrespective you are male or female, you have to deliver and you have to do that task. Or the comments that are coming, so you take it neutral. Even if somebody is saying, you are a female and you won't be able to do that. So you have to make them correct and you have to convince them कि look, आपको इस mindset से बाहर आना होगा. And if I'm a manager or leading this assignment, so चाहे मैं मेल हूं या फीमेल हूं, मुझे वैसे ही करना है जैसे एक प्रोफेशनल को करना चाहिए. So I am a professional. So this is something that I would advise everyone, every female basically.